you liked the video, click like. If you want to join the Little House on the Road family, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Little House on the Road subscribers and followers. I've had several folks tell me that there is a very large YouTuber out there that folks are asking this YouTuber to talk about the bad things that happen out here, living this lifestyle. Remember, I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And remember, for every good that you have, every positive, which is the good, every positive you have, there are two negatives, the bad and the ugly. So I try to cover it in a realistic lifestyle, that this is just the way it is. A pretty good source told me that this YouTuber said there's no reason to cover the bad or the ugly since the good outweighs it so much. Again, I don't know if I agree with that at all. The good is good. The good is great. We love the good. It's perfect. The freedom of being out here. I mean, the bad is what can get you. Now, maybe if you've been doing it as long as this YouTuber has, the bad is just part of life or something. But when you're new at it like me and only been doing it for a year, the bad really still has a huge influence on you. It really does try to talk you out of doing your dream, your lifestyle. So to say that the good outweighs the bad, no. Just the other day, I felt like, let's pack this thing up and go back to the house. I had the worst day that I could imagine, and I just knew it was all because I was living in a pop-up camper. After I calmed down, I recognized that no, I mean, there is that many issues living a regular life too, but it's just easy to blame this lifestyle for having a bad day. The ranger came by the other day. Apparently, they've been having some issues in this national forest, so the ranger was coming around and talking to all the campers. I'm just never comfortable talking to the rangers, and I've had to talk to them, I think, 3 times now since our lifestyle has begun, and every time it's just uncomfortable. I get nervous and shaky. I don't know. I don't know why. They're an authority figure, and apparently they're coming to talk to me because they feel like that I've done something wrong. To me, getting pulled over by a police officer has the same effect. I don't know if you get nervous if you've ever been pulled over by a police officer, but years ago when last one, it's been 20 years, I got pulled over, got a ticket. I was just nervous just sick, and that's what this feels like. So anyway, he comes out and he's asking us questions and wants to know where we're from and how long we intend to stay in this national forest, and wanted to see our national forest pass, and just, there was a whole conversation. That just started out the day rough. The generator wouldn't start that morning. I figured it out, but, now what are we going to do? I got to run to town and get a new generator, and I got to figure out what's wrong with this one. Do I take this one in and get it fixed, or did I just, throw it away? What am I going to do? It starts to amplify. You're like, oh, okay, well, I've got a problem with the generator, and now the rangers are out harassing me. Turned out the generator was it got flooded, no big deal. And there's a shut-off valve on it. If you leave it on, sometimes, not every time, but if you don't shut the gas off, it sometimes floods. And it flooded. It takes you a little while to figure this out, especially when you wake up in the morning and you want to start your generator. You need electric. And I didn't have any. Oh, well, I can't do this lifestyle. The generator won't start, and I can't afford to go out and buy one every 10 minutes. Ugh! You have those same issues in a house, but you immediately start blaming the lifestyle. If I wasn't living in a pop-up camper, I wouldn't have a problem with a generator, right? Couldn't get an internet signal. Well, of course, that's because we live in a pop-up camper. We're out here in the national forest, and it's so dang spotty. Oh, I got to have internet. You guys like for me to comment back, so I'm going to comment. And I need to, do things on the internet. I got to get things done. I need to do this and that and this and that. Well, first of all, no internet, no generator. I can't even plug the computer in. And now the ranger is just, obviously this is over. Well, I'm done. No, I mean, again, you have these problems. But look, when you're new at this, the bad and the ugly just beat you down sometimes, especially when it all hits you on one day. That same day, I had a water leak. Not an extreme thing. Look, I run the hose out to to the water heater. And I've bought this little shutoff valve that you can screw onto your hose. I've bought this shutoff valve, and it was $6. It was, I actually have a better one on the other end that was only $1 at Dollar General, so I'm going to go get another one of those. But it was leaking. The $6 valve was leaking and kept making my water pump kick on and off, and I didn't want to shut off the water pump because I needed the water, and it was just something else that I have to go and deal with out here in the National Forest. I can't run to town because town is 30 miles away. So, you know, all my issues are, again, one, because I live out here in the National Forest, and it's all happening in one day. So, you know, somebody's trying to tell me something that I'm not supposed to be out here. And then, of course, you know, you get the neighbor that misbehaves at night, and you're like, oh, here it goes again. I've never had a neighbor misbehave in the stick and brick, except for the time I lived in an apartment. See? You don't think rationally, and so it's all about the lifestyle. And I think it was irresponsible to tell people, the good outweighs the bad. No. All this happened to me in one day. I didn't have any good that day. None. There was no good, and nothing good came out of anything. I was aggravated all day long. And it was all because of the lifestyle. And really, it was. It was all the issues I had was because of the lifestyle. That being said, I would have similar issues, maybe not the same issues, similar issues living in a stick and brick. You have to be able to understand, you know, what it is that you're going to come out here, and it's not going to be all good. No, the good outweighs the bad. No, it doesn't always outweigh the bad. Sometimes the bad is just bad enough that you just want to say, let's just stop. I'm done. It's just too much. So that is hopefully a realistic view of a bad day that I had living out here in the National Forest. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. And happy travels.